How come it didn't count down that time?
It did. You missed it. It went 3, 2, 1 really quickly. Yeah. Anyhow, hello everybody. Happy Friday or Saturday.
It is Saturday today. It's the day after Friday.
Yeah.
Big birthday today. Happy birthday, Marilyn.
Yes, Marilyn. Oh my gosh, I've known her since we were 2 years old.
Guess how old Marilyn is?
29.
Sorry I keep using that joke. I have to because probably the third or fourth time I did that, my wife said, you know, that's getting old. You should probably stop using that. So now I've got to say it every damn time we do a show.
Yeah.
So you can talk to her about that.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll post some mailing address attention soon. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So we had a fun day today.
We did.
Yeah.
We went up to a winery.
Yes, as you probably saw, and we went pot shopping.
Yeah, shopping for pot. Shopping for pots.
Pots. Yes, pots.
Containers,
exactly.
Landscape stuff.
It was fun.
Yeah, field trip.
So what are we doing today?
Today we are closing out our little mini series on fall drinks. Mm-hmm. I've got 4.
4.
Mm-hmm.
4 drinks.
Yeah, we're gonna do 4 because I want to.
I know. It's getting very.
No, I'm not meaning to be flippant about it, but I went and looked up a bunch of recipes, and usually what happens is I narrow them down to the 3 that I want to do, and I just couldn't make up my mind. So we're going to try and squeeze 4, and I think we can do it because a couple of them are fairly simple.
Cool.
Okay.
And hopefully you're seeing the recipes right now because I tried to be proactive and post them beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can follow along. There you go.
So the first one is a drink called Goldwyn Follies. Goldwyn Follies was a movie in 1938. Music by George Gershwin. I never liked old movies, so I never saw it. Some of my friends may have. In fact, one of them is about to start screaming at me about that now, probably.
I know, I've seen it. Anyhow.
I don't know the connection to fall. It came with a bunch of other fall drinks. But it looked interesting, so we're going to try it. It is gin-based.
Ah.
So we're going to go with a jigger or 1.5 ounces of gin. I mentioned, right, that these things are, most of these, well, no, not most of these. This size of one, this right to the top is 2 ounces. So you look for the line below it, and that'll give you the jigger size or the 1.5 ounce pour.
It's handy, especially if you had a couple of drinks and you don't want to sit there and try and eye it.
Oh yeah, then you got to look for the little scratch in there. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. Need a couple of items.
Ah,
This has a couple of.
it's wet. What are you dripping on me?
I don't know. So this has a bunch of fall flavors to it. We're gonna go with.
What is it?
Cranberry juice. Again, I'm using the white cranberry juice. I just think it's really tasty. Plus, I had it, so.
Yeah.
Full ounce of that. We're going to use the same amount of apple juice.
Okay.
So you can see why this is kind of in with the rest of the fall drinks here.
Should be interesting. We shall see what it tastes like.
An ounce of brewed black tea.
Oh. All right.
I used Earl Grey. It gives, like, Earl Grey has that bergamot flavor to it. I thought it would add an interesting sort of.
What's a bergamot?
Bergamot, it's an herb.
Ah.
It's, you know, the smell of, here, smell it. It's a kind of floral scent that Earl Grey has.
The Earl Grey taste. Okay. Yeah.
And the other thing it called for was cinnamon syrup. So this is simple syrup made and infused with cinnamon. Usual procedure. I used half ounce of half ounce.
Don't make very much.
Half cup of sugar, half cup of water.
Yeah.
2 cinnamon sticks kind of broken up.
Nice.
It wants to or sorry, half ounce of that. She says.
I'm just curious. I'm curious as to why you have the creamer, the pumpkin spice
you'll
creamer.
Find out.
Okay, we'll see what he's got going on there. Oh boy. Shake it till it's cold.
Yeah, so most of these today are in old-fashioned glasses. They've all been chilled. You can't really tell just by looking at them, obviously. So for this one, you're going to want to maybe occupy half the volume with ice cubes. I'm going to put
Apple garnish.
an apple slice or two in there.
Oh, yum. Oh, that looks good. Yeah,
Now, if you had used the red cranberry, obviously you'd have
it'd be pretty.
a more pinkish colored drink.
That's it.
But that's it.
Okay, there we go. This is the first one. And it's the Follies, right?
Goldwyn Follies.
Goldwyn Follies. Okay.
As in the G from MGM, Metro Goldwyn Mayer.
Yeah, it's tasty.
Is that?
Yeah. I can really taste the cinnamon. Is it cinnamon? Cinnamon? I can't say it. Cinnamon simple syrup.
That's a sobriety test in and of itself. Isn't
Exactly.
it?
After going to a winery, it should be good times.
Yeah.
It's good. Do you like it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not bad.
Okay. Well, moving right along then.
So, in keeping, so we're going to do another gin drink here next.
Be right back.
This is a persimmon sour. I had to look up what persimmons were.
I had no idea. What is a persimmon?
Persimmons, it looks like a medium-sized yellowish orange tomato. Well, there's two kinds of persimmons. Ones that are more edible and then the other ones that have a more astringent taste, apparently.
Oh, okay.
I'd never tasted either of them.
Well, we shall give it a whirl.
Yeah. So this is actually calls for 1 3/4 ounce gin, just to be different. Fairly simple drink here, except so you make a persimmon puree, right?
Right.
And in doing so, it should take 2 persimmons and then half to 1 ounce of simple syrup. I used the cinnamon simple syrup just because I thought it would sort of add a new dimension to it.
Yeah.
It's not enough liquid, so I had to keep adding liquid to it, and even at that, it's
goopy.
It's weird. It's sticky. I mean, can you see that? It's like it jiggles. It's like Jello.
Like fat.
So, yeah, I know. Yeah, it looks like gravy that's gone cold. I'm really not selling this very well, am I?
Yeah.
So we're gonna go. I can't even pour it into the shot glass.
So you have to scoop it in. It's like a slushy, kind of.
Well, it's more appealing than congealed gravy, I guess.
Yeah, well, it looks like applesauce, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What taste it?
I feel like it's baby food now. Sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's what it looks like.
It's good.
It comes out absolutely clean.
That could be like good baby food. There you go.
Yeah. Still kind of a creepy fruit.
Multi-purpose.
And a whole lot of gin or a whole lot of lime juice for a drink that size. I'm going to use as much lime juice as we had
So
gin.
An
So
ounce and 3/4.
1 ounce and 3/4.
Wow. Okay.
This is going to be. Oh no!
What'd you do? You screwed it up, did you?
I did.
What'd you put in there?
Never mind.
What did you do?
Shut up.
Oh, well, it's live. You can't erase it now.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Take two. I it's fine print, so I misread what line was what.
Oh, okay.
So talk amongst yourselves while I
What did you
redo this.
find out what he did? Hang on.
You know what I did.
Yes, you did. Oh, yeah, I see what you did.
Yeah, that would have been very sour.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been. He put in too much lime juice.
Yeah.
We're
So
good.
yeah, so we're gonna just quickly redo it.
Ounce 3/4 of gin.
See, this is why I do more than I need of everything.
That's right. And then
Okay.
1 ounce of lime juice.
What
There we
should have been a simple drink, I have managed to complicate into a hideous mess.
go. Oh, it's all right.
That's what I do.
No worries.
Yeah.
And you've got the puree.
Yeah, I got everything in there.
Okay. Now we shake it.
Yeah, so hopefully this liquefies enough.
It's probably turning into ice cream now.
The drink's gonna have kind of a pumpkin color.
Okay. What kind of glass do we dump it into?
This is another of the old-fashioned type. I'm just gonna pour the ice
With it?
right in there with it.
Okay.
And because this is a sour, we are going to garnish it with a lime wheel.
Perfect. Okay, so this one is the what is it?
Persimmon sour.
All right, persimmon sour.
Persimmon sour version 2.0.
All right, we'll see how sour this is.
Well, not as sour as the other one. That's for damn sure.
That's good. The other one, the other one would have been a
little bit.
tad sour. Yeah, I don't know what a persimmon tastes like, and I really don't know if I can taste a persimmon. What do you think? So we're not killing it this one, I tell you.
Well, I mean, it's good. I feel like you could have done that with, you know, I'm not sure it was worth going to 3 stores to find 2 persimmons to mash up.
You could have done that with like an orange or something.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool.
3-pound mandarins.
It's cool now. Yeah, right. Long story.
Yeah.
Now we know what persimmons are and taste like.
Yeah. There was a sign we passed when we were going down to the winery, and it said 3-pound mandarin oranges, only $5.99. They forgot the S in pounds, right? I'm just picturing this big ass. Anyways, mandarin orange. It was kind of funny at the time.
It was hilarious at the time.
There you go.
We're not going to need a shaker for this.
What are we making now?
This one.
Which one? The toasted old fashioned?
Yeah, I'm short 1 old-fashioned glass.
Well, you've got these 2.
Yeah, that's not an old-fashioned glass.
Yeah, but one of them, remember, they didn't make that much, so that's why you didn't put it into an old fashioned glass.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Still, I'm gonna use this glass. I think just because it'll.
And we're using an old fashioned glass. All right, off we go.
Yeah, so we're gonna use an old-fashioned glass. If you recall, with old-fashions, you start out with a bit of sugar cube.
Okay, can you see that?
Angostura bitters, 4 dashes in this case. And what you do is you put the sugar cube in the glass, you hit it with the bitters, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you dissolve the sugar cube into the bitters. So it makes a little bit of a slurry at the bottom.
Again, this always reminds me. Remember when you were a kid and you got the measles shot? They gave you the little sugar cube and stuff. Do you remember that?
No.
Oh. Maybe it was just me. Or smallpox, maybe. One of the 2.
Didn't they used to put LSD in sugar cubes?
I don't know. Really?
Apparently.
Well, I've never heard of that before. That's weird. Anyhow.
Well, I didn't do it.
Disturbing.
This was back in the 60s. When I was a 3-year-old doing acid and shit.
I have no idea. Good Lord. Okay.
Here's what caught my eye on this one. This is a toasted pecan old-fashioned. What I did is I took some Canadian Club 3/4 of a cup in this case. I toasted some pecans. So looked it up online. We had an air fryer. So I took some pecans, lined the bottom, just single layer with pecans, 350 for 8 minutes, burned them to a crisp.
Oh. We won't be posting that on air fryer recipes.
Yeah. So screw what it said online. I took another bunch. 5 minutes seems to do the trick at 350. Okay. You put them in the 3/4 of a cup of whiskey. Like I said, I use Canadian Club, so that's Canadian whiskey, obviously. And let them soak for 3 days.
Wow.
And then whenever you go by, just give them a little bit of a shake to make sure that they're infusing. So give that a snap.
Okay, so now we've got some whiskey infused pecan. Oh, wow. That's nice.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah, it gets rid of the harshness of the whiskey. That's your big ass ice cube.
That's a big ass ice cube.
All right.
So you do 2 ounces of this, because really this drink is all about the whiskey. Now you don't even have to try this if you don't like it. This persimmon goo is everywhere. It's something out of Alien.
It's like we're never getting rid of it. Well, we'll see. Because I want to try it just because it doesn't.
I'm going to wake up at night to go to the bathroom and it'll be waiting in the hallway for me.
The persimmon.
Just quivering there.
Now, does this have a garnish or is it whiskey that does it? I feel like whiskey's supposed to be like just pure.
I wasn't going to garnish it. I mean, the big
ass ice cube.
The big ball o' ice kind of is an attention grabber anyway.
All right, he's been shaking his ball. All right, here we go. Check that out. Check out that ball of ice. Isn't that great? All right. Sorry. Oh, that's good. This is something.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't like whiskey.
No, she hates.
Honestly, I am not a fan at all. But if you're gonna sip something in front of the fire on a cold night, this is golden. I mean, it takes away the whiskey. You know that harsh taste that you get with whiskey. For those of you that don't like whiskey, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It takes it away.
Yeah, it's still got that warm. You still get the warmth, the burn, you know.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make you pucker.
Yeah,
it's true. The pecan taste mellows it out. Also makes it a little bit drier too. It's not as like, it sounds strange to refer to whiskey as having sweetness, but it does.
Yeah.
More so bourbon even. This could be done. Well, I don't know if I do it. Yeah, my.
What?
Does it say to do it with rye?
No.
Or is it just, because...
It's just whiskey. Anyways, just...
Yeah, it just is a good drinking whiskey. So, actually, bourbon pecan, a very southern drink.
Oh, there you go.
So, try with bourbon, if you like. But, yeah, definitely a winner on that. So, the evening isn't a complete write-up.
That's right. I mean, if we found a whiskey that I actually like, that's a big bonus. And now we're going to something completely different.
And now for something completely different, because I figured, I really thought she'd hate that. This in itself is a bit of a...
No idea.
We're making a White Russian, plain and simple.
Yeah, with pumpkin spice delight.
We're having a pumpkin spice White Russian.
Okay.
And as you may imagine, it's built more or less the same way as one would build a White Russian.
Oh, but instead of the milk, you're going to use
Instead
this.
of the cream, you use that.
Oh, let's give that a whirl. All right. I used to love White Russians. They were kind of like the staple drink back in the day when I could drink anything I wanted to. Not anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of one of those Brandy Alexander type drinks, right? Where it tastes real good and real benign. And then you have 3 or 4 and you get up and fall over.
Yeah, not to mention just how sweet it is, right? Like it's going to be...
Equal parts vodka and International Delight Pumpkin Spice Creamer.
How much vodka?
3 ounces.
I was gonna say, I remember typing this up. 3 ounces of vodka and 1 ounce of Kahlua.
Ounce and a half.
Oh my God! Yeah, you're gonna.
So it seems to me, it's been a long time since I made a regular White Russian. Seems to me that we used to use more Kahlua than that. Than a two. I don't really remember because I am fat and so I don't drink it anymore.
Whatever. I don't remember that. Which is the one that had? They never had Baileys on them, right? No?
Well, strictly speaking, no.
Oh.
I mean,
Kahlua, Baileys just go together, right? Just.
Yeah, that's sort of a B-52 kind of thing. Hold that thought.
Yeah. Did it have Coke? Coca-Cola?
That's a paralyzer. Or if you're in the,
right.
if you're American,
I remember.
a Colorado Bulldog, I think. Actually, if you're American, that would be called a toasted pecan.
Toasted
or at least
pecan.
the Southern American, I think it's toasted pecan. My brother corrected me about it.
Oh, okay.
So if you're down here, you can't be calling these pecans. Call them pecans. Especially if you're ordering pecan pie, don't make me embarrassed to be seen.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much all there is to that one. I figured that kind of called for being served in a mason jar. Mm-hmm. Here's what I don't think is going to work with this. It says to rim it with pumpkin pie spice. You can buy pumpkin pie spice. You can make your own.
So you made your own?
Yeah, I made my own. I got the recipe off the internet. But neither of them are particularly, particularly good to drink or good to eat without some kind of sweetness. So the rim is this unsweetened spice. I think it's going to be terrible.
Okay, well,
in the mouth.
I'm going to try it.
So okay. I didn't put it all the way around. The other option is to put a dollop of whipped cream on this. Sprinkle some of that on. It is an option. I didn't opt for it. Let's put it that way.
Well, that would make it into a dessert.
Look at this. This persimmon crap is everywhere.
I know. We've got it on the floor. We've got it everywhere. So there's this pumpkin spice rim. I'm going to give this a try just because he said it's going to be gross.
Here's a blob attacking the cat.
What?
No. I'm kidding.
He's right below me. Mm-hmm. No.
Okay, 1 for 4 tonight, guys. In case you're looking for an unbiased opinion. What the hell was that? Here, I gotta find out for myself now.
The drink is delicious. Don't put on the rim. No, take the rim. It's the rim. It's like tart or something. It's like super. And see what happens. Don't use the rim. Don't do that. Oh my God, that's awful. But without the rim, it's absolutely delicious.
Here's how you fix that. You get your pumpkin pie spice.
Oh, that's really good.
Should we?
It's good.
Should we publish how to make your own at home, or
no.
It's like a blend of 5 spices,
no.
Or you can just buy it done up for you. Either one is not fit for consumption as is.
So what I put in the recipe?
So here's how you fix it.
Yeah.
1 part that, 4 parts white sugar, mix them together.
Perfect.
Okay. Then dip it in it. But 4 to 1 is the ratio. That's how you make cinnamon sugar. I would imagine the same is going to apply because that is god awful. But you know, it's.
We gave it a whirl.
Look,
it's fine. I put the cinnamon one in the recipe, so we're not gonna. It's something about it. It's kind of tart, or anyway. That was rather shocking. Don't do that. Don't serve that to your guests. But the drink itself is yummy. Are you blinded? What-
Yeah. So you put it on a shallow plate. Dip the edges of 2 glasses in water, and then dip it into. Yeah, that's just.
I think that's all we've got. We've got 4 drinks to drink here.
I think it's an omission. I think that they mean for you to mix it with something else, because that's
Don't do it.
No.
All right. So that's it. And then next week, what are we doing next week?
Next
One
week, no, that's it for the fall thing. So in between the fall and the sort of kickoff to the holiday season, which will probably be from Mexico if we can manage it. Don't know how Christmassy that's going to be, but
That's okay. But what's next week?
we're doing a catch up next week. That's what I said we were going to do this week. It just kind of didn't make sense because we sort of had a series going. So we finished out the fall stuff here. Next week I'm going to do the repeat of the one that I did on syrups and stuff.
Right. Okay.
I'll try and get my stuff to get a little bit better for that. And then, the following week will again be on a Saturday. Next week, I don't know about next week, but
It'll be Friday.
Friday next week.
Yep.
Saturday, the following week, hopefully from Puerto Vallarta.
Day 1.
Unless
We're going to take over the bar in our hotel. Carol, you're going to have to help.
No, just
It'll be fun.
No, I don't want to get kicked out of our hotel day 1.
Oh, well,
Give it a week.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Anyways.
So that's it. Happy birthday again, Marilyn.
Yeah.
And everybody stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you in a week.
All right. Bye-bye.